Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we finished off the shrine, well, the first of 3. I've actually been warned that if I do all 3, it's gonna skip the story ahead, so... let's call the Courageous. So, we're gonna leave the... I guess we'll leave the Aqua Shrine for last, but we are going to do the Terra Shrine this episode.
Where do you want to go?
Just so we can have that out of the way. And that's... there we go.
Leave it to me.
We probably want to start switching people up, though. Yeah. Like, just party. Because we're going to be dropping Elisa for... how's about Machias? Nah. And somebody out of these guys should be able to get us to where we need to go. But we're gonna do this. Oh, hold on. First things first. We actually want to go to Ymir and replenish our CP.
Where do you want to go?
And if there's anyone in Ymir, we might as well pick them up while we're there. Student information. And Berea Hard. Alright. Sighted around Ymir. Berea Hard. Aurochs Fort. Celtic Chapel. Berea Hard. Okay, so Beryl is in Ymir somewhere. So we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. There we go.
Full speed ahead.
But they said she's in Ymir somewhere, so I'm wondering if we might have to do a little bit of running around to try to find her. Hopefully that's not the case. But even if it is, we should be able to help her no matter what it is. Beryl. She doesn't strike me as the church-going type. But I guess everybody is a little religious. I think we've run into maybe 1 person who outright didn't believe in Adios. And I think that was just like in 2nd chapter, maybe. Alright, there we go. So what are these guys talking about? Everything appears to be in order on the mountain path. Can I ask for some extra firewood, perhaps? This year's winter is proving to be quite a cold one. You got that right. Feels like it's getting colder by the day, it does. I'd be happy to go and start gathering some right away. I wonder if we can still snowboard. We probably can. Just haven't been here to do it in a while. You can now play the A3 course, A4 course, B1 course, B2 course, B3 course. Wow. Let's do the B3 course. I think this is the B3 course. Oh. Yeah, still. Whoa! Uh-oh. Whoops. Ooh. Pretty much have to already be moving in that direction. Target 22, so we already failed. Yeah. We gotta get every last one of them. Whoops. Oh. There we go. And now we should be in there. Oh. Actually, going a little further so I could know what we were up against was probably the best bet. There we go. Hup. And back around. And this one now. There we go. Yeah, I think this might be the A1 course, so... Hup. Oh, no! God dang it. Yeah. Alright, I'm not about to do that a third time. Alright, so back to the reason we actually came here. Is Beryl in any of these houses? Answer's probably not, but can't discount it, because it just said somewhere in Ymir. Let's try the chapel next. We all know how much Thor students love hanging out inside of churches. Any Beryl here? Nope. She's also not up here. Somewhere in Ymir. That is also not her. Where would she... Like, there are no places here that would strike me as somewhere that Beryl would like to hang out. Maybe... Oh! Green... Okay, so this must be Beryl then. Should have just checked that first. Was she out collecting stuff? Huh? Hey, wait! That was a Thor's uniform, wasn't it? She looked kind of familiar. Yeah, dude, she's from the my favorite club. Wasn't that Beryl from the Occult Research Society? There was something odd about her, that's for sure. I think it'd be best if we went after her. Yeah. Make sure there weren't any shenanigans. And is there... There's no exclamation point here. Well, we'll probably run into her if we keep moving up. But the enemies here should be so weak that they don't want to fight us. Yep. Yeah, so we can just run through this whole thing. Not a care in the world. But the fact that there's no exclamation point is kind of, weird. Okay, well... There must be one when we go further up, though, so... Yes, okay. About halfway up here. I'm glad she picked Ymir. Make life way easier for everybody involved. So, I'm guessing she's trying to collect something, maybe? Oh, I see. What the heck? What the... Okay. Did she just disappear before our very eyes? Impossible. Surely the snow must only be hiding her from sight. Should we keep going after her? Yeah. Whatever wild thing is occurring, we gotta save her from it. That's... She's unlocked some sort of blue blanc secret that we've got to get our hands on. Oh, we should be busting these open. Not those ones in particular, because they didn't have anything for us, but... Here's hoping whatever, ooh. Whatever fight Beryl's got waiting for us. Yeah, there's something higher elementy going on. My suspicions that this is the source of the spiritual energy in this valley's air appear to be correct. Meanwhile, the great energy floating in this spot is due to the fact that the Ashen Knight once used its power here. I'm right, aren't I? Well, yeah, Valimar was here for quite a while. Anyway, never mind him now. I'm glad to see you again, Beryl. Have you been wandering around ever since we last spoke? Oh, yes. Whenever the whispers of my guardian spirit and the devils beckon to me, I answer their call. So Beryl hears voices? Alright. I've been able to visit power spots all over Eastern Arabonia thanks to their guidance. Or is she traveling along the spirit paths in some sort of fashion? From Neolithic ruins to lakeside castles, from lands connected to the earth spirits, I can't imagine a better use for my time. So you visited the ruins in Nord? I'm impressed that you traveled all the way to Lohengrin Castle into a spirit shrine. Sounds like you've been really busy. If you'll allow me to ask, just who are you, really? No ordinary student should be able to do all of that. You're obviously not a witch, but beyond that... A fine question indeed. And yet so few people truly know enough about themselves to answer it. So there is something weird about Beryl? In a way, I'm simply one more person peering into the darkness, pursuing an answer to that very same question. The truth is shrouded in shadow. When I peer into the darkness, it stares right back at me. Okay. That really doesn't answer the question. I expect we're wasting our time even asking. I think that's enough about me. Even though she didn't tell us anything at all, but whatever. You're looking for Thor's students to board the Courageous, yes? I'd be happy to come on board now that my journey has reached its end. Oh, sure. Welcome aboard, Beryl. The pleasure's all mine. I look forward to witnessing what fate has in store for you. Okay. Beryl was welcome aboard the Courageous. So that's it for that, I guess. Yeah. Especially because we know where Rex is at, too. Choose a destination. Where is Aurochs Fort? Aurelia. There it is. Go ahead and hit this guy up. He should still be wandering around over here, maybe? Or not. Oh, he's... There he is. He just hadn't popped in just yet. Hey, Class 7. Sounds like you've been pretty busy lately. Hey, Rex. I didn't expect to see you here. Well, I heard all about how Duke Alberea had been arrested. So I decided to come with the RMP and head on over here. What? All on your own? Yeah, they brought me to part of the way here, but I had to go the rest myself. And they said they couldn't be able to bring me all the way to the fort. To the Imperial Army, this is right in the heart of enemy territory. Don't go causing trouble now. All the Kreutzen Provincial Army has done is temporarily withdraw from the conflict. Not even I could guarantee your safety if you were to anger them. Hey, there's no need to try and scare me. I'm not gonna try anything, promise. Besides, this place isn't anywhere near as dangerous as the next place I'm going to. Where would that be? The Courageous. The RMP is planning to send help to the guys fighting over out west soon. So I'm gonna tag along and snap loads of photos of the situation over there. Western Arabonia. But the fighting is worse there than it is here. Did Captain Claire or Adjutant give you permission to do that? Well, they said no when I asked, but I'm still set on going, so I'll have to stow away in the cargo or something. But don't you worry about me. I found my true calling as a war photographer. I've got nothing to fear. And Fidelio's not around, so I've got to try and do what I can without relying on him. You may have managed to avoid danger up till now, but there's no guarantee that will always be the case. The situation in the west truly does sound dangerous. My instincts are telling me I should try and stop him. If anyone's going to be able to change his mind, it's Fidelio. He was always the one keeping Rex in check back when they were in the photography club, so if I ask him... Yeah, let's get Fidelio, what do you mean? Rex, you should probably rethink that idea of yours. But even if you're not going to listen to me, I know there's someone else you know very well who you'll hear out. Like who? Wait a sec, you don't mean... Just wait here, I'll go and call him. Reen contacted the Courageous and explained Rex's plans to Fidelio. With no convincing required, he agreed to meet them at Aurochs Fort to persuade Rex not to go. Sorry for taking so long, Rex. Fidelio! So you were okay after all. I certainly am. I'm traveling around on board the Courageous with Class 7 and plenty of other Thor students now. I've been taking photographs of the war from the perspective of a noble student. So in that sense, what I've been doing isn't all that different from what you've been doing. Really? You've been acting as a war photographer too? Rain told me you're planning on going to Western Arabonia. Is that true? You understand just how dangerous that would be, right? Of course I understand. I know it'll be dangerous, especially for a kid like me who's only as good as the photographs he takes. There's even a chance I won't make it back alive. But I'm a war photographer now. I won't run away at every sign of danger. I didn't realize you were that serious about this. It's weird, but to tell you the truth, I'm really happy to hear you say that. All you ever did back at the club was take pictures of cute girls. I'm moved by how much thought you've given your future. But I think if you feel you have a duty to photograph this war, that's all the more reason why you should stay in the East. Why's that? The Noble Alliance's tactics had the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions locked in the eastern side of the country. But thanks to Class 7's efforts, things here are slowly beginning to change. I wouldn't be surprised if the battle to take back the capital came sooner rather than later. Oh! He makes a good point. And I think that's when our club will finally be able to shine. Even more so if we have the Courageous. Together, we'll be able to capture this war's final moments and share them with citizens all across the country. We're not just photographers, we're also military academy students. This is something only the two of us can do. And all the while, you would be doing it specifically as students. It's a strength, not a weakness, to know and understand what tasks are best suited to you. I think you may be right. You already know the perfect battlefield where you can best use your skills, Rex. And it's right here in Eastern Arabonia. So, would you be willing to help us? We're going to need you when we take back the academy. Wow, guys. You need my help that much, do you? What? Rex? Well, okay. If you want me that badly, who am I to say no? Starting today, I'll be serving as a war photographer aboard the Courageous. Come to think of it, I bet I'll be able to take some incredible shots from the sky. You guys better have some girls with nice boobs on board, and maybe if the wind blows hard enough on deck, I can... Don't even think about it. You seemed so noble-minded mere moments ago. It looks like you're back to your old self, unfortunately. Anyway, let's show Arabonia what our photography club can really do. Sure thing. Well, alright then. After some stern warnings on what would happen if anyone were to catch him taking unwanted pictures of the girls, Rex joined Fidelio on board the Courageous. Rex was welcomed aboard. And then we've got several people in Berea Hard, so...
Where do you want to
yeah,
go?
let's just get all these jokers taken care of.
Leave it to me.
There's one at the restaurant first. And then Rosine wanted us to do something too. I think Theresa was here, maybe? Or Theresa may have been here at one point. Yeah, she's upstairs. Oh, this is her dad, I think? Yeah. You're the students who were involved with Duke Alberea's arrest, correct? I hope you realize that all of this is due to your meddling. Could you elaborate for us, perhaps? I'm aware that you're Teresa's father, but is that somehow related? If it concerns my father, feel free to take any complaints up with me. Lord Eustace! Apologies, but I simply can't hold my tongue this time. Ever since the Duke's arrest, Teresa has vehemently expressed her desire to join your group on the Courageous. I can never allow that, of course, so she's now chosen to run away. And I think I skipped something, sorry. We'd certainly have no issues with her coming aboard. Might we ask why you're so opposed? Is such a question necessary when you're aware of her noble lineage? Duke Alberea's arrest means we must think long and hard on how to proceed from here on. Are you truly of the opinion that I should allow my daughter to faff about with those who seek to oppose the alliance? I guess that makes sense. This certainly is a tense period for the nobles of Beryl. Excuse me, sir, but I should clarify that our intent isn't to directly oppose the Noble Alliance. Our main goal is just doing what we can to bring the war to an end. Say what you will. Your actions will bring the wrath of the Noble Alliance upon you no matter what your intent. I'm certain Theresa will return soon enough anyway. In the meantime, I don't want any of you getting involved in this. Understood? Sorry, but that doesn't seem like a promise we can keep. Should we go search for her? I'm kind of worried, to be honest. Yeah. She couldn't have gone too far. Maybe we'll find her in town. Alright. So we'll leave that guy to stew for a bit. And I think there were like 3 people here in Beryl waiting to get picked up by us. These jokers. Who else? I don't even think the airships are running, so probably we'll check that next. I don't know why we're not running, but Theresa should be down here. Yep. She's gonna canoe away or something ridiculous. Here you are, Theresa. Oh, I wasn't expecting to run into any of you here. I take it my father told you what happened? I couldn't be more pitiful. Oh, we might need, Elisa for this, probably. What makes you say that? I got all worked up arguing with him, and when he wouldn't give me what I wanted, I stormed off in a huff. Since then, I haven't done a thing but hide out here. I didn't even have the courage to leave town, let alone join you. If only Emily were here. Well, we do have Emily aboard the Courageous, so we could bring them back together. But I don't think it'd be right to do that without having Elisa with us for one big, happy club reunion. Alright. Call Courageous, suggest party. Go ahead and swap Gaius out. And then call Emily. Okay, I think Elisa said something like, well, what are we waiting for then? But once they told her what was going on with Theresa, she ran to her so fast it was all they could do to keep up. Theresa? Emily! I'm not dreaming, am I? Nope. Been a while, huh? How have you been? You know full well the answer to that. I've been worried sick about you ever since we parted ways. Yeah, same here. Not a day went by where I didn't think about you. I'm so glad you're safe. Emily... Emily and Theresa shared a passionate hug. I'm so happy for them. Likewise. Thank you so much for bringing Emily back to me. I can finally rest easy now. Even if I won't be able to join you all. She will though, won't she? Oh, please. Did you really think I'd just up and ditch you? Huh? I've heard all about your dad's stance on things. That's one of the reasons I tagged along, you know? Let's go convince him. Together. We're gonna make you a proud member of the Courageous no matter what. Naturally, we'll be helping. I'm sure he'll come around once he realizes just how many people want your support. Truly? Thank you, everyone. Let's go then. Yeah, there's no way he can say no to all of us. Having made the decision to convince Bear and Caroline together, everyone went to the Sorcier. And so, the great debate to determine if Theresa could board the Courageous began. Upon laying eyes on Emily for the first time, the Baron made no effort to hide his discontent towards her. Wow. It's really, like, being a commoner is tough. However, the icy tension slowly began to thaw once it became clear that she shared a true bond with Theresa. In the end... Fine. I give in. I'll allow you to board the Courageous. Father! I have no intention of changing my beliefs as a noble anytime soon. However, I'd be a fool not to recognize the bond crafted between both of you. Might I request that you take care of Theresa in my stead, Lady Emily? Lady Emily? Wow. It would be my pleasure, right, Theresa? Of course! Whew. I'm glad that more or less got resolved with a happy ending. Alright then. I really can't thank you all enough for this. I doubt I would have been able to convince Father on my own. You guys even jumped in at the right times during that discussion too. But yeah, thanks a lot. It's great to know I'll be able to fight alongside Theresa from now on. Come on, that was all you and Theresa. It was all thanks to your friendship in the end. Now we just need to find Ferris. Yup, the party doesn't start until the lacrosse club's totally reunited. Alright, if you don't mind, we're going to board the Courageous ahead of you. I'm so happy I can be with you all. Same here. So she's probably going to bump up the combat trainings we can do. So how does this guy feel? To think that my own daughter would end up boarding the Courageous. As a member of the Court's nobility, it's something of an awkward feeling. But I'll hold my tongue for now. She made it very clear that both her determination and bonds with her friends were the real thing after all. That being said, I do find myself worried about the danger she'll be exposed to now. Could I ask of you all to ensure that she remains out of harm's way? Of course. I guess the real reason he didn't want her joining us is because he was worried about her. Yeah, and it was just couched in all that superiority. Next up, Artisan Street. Should have a couple people waiting for us here. Yeah. And we're probably good. We won't need Elisa back in the party to recruit anyone until we are after Ferris, so. Let's see who we got now. She, I forget if she was even in a club. Colette, I think she was a gardening club member, actually. Oh, hey guys. I haven't seen you in a while. Things going well, I guess? Good timing, by the way. There's something we'd like to ask you. You've come to invite me onto the Courageous, right? I was actually going to ask you all about that when you stopped over after the Duke's arrest. That makes things easier. Come on, we'll show you the way now. Wait a sec. There's something I need to do before that. I want to do something for the people on this street before I leave. You do? You were working at the inn, right? I remember you saying you got along very well with everyone, too. So what are you planning? I'm thinking about leaving a charm with each of the stores on the street. That's why I came here, in fact. Would you mind waiting until I'm done? You might actually be able to help her out with that. Yeah, let's help her out. Is there any way we could help? We'll be able to wrap this up much quicker if we split up the work. Oh, good idea. You sure? Awesome. Can I ask you to go collect one of the materials I need? It's called a dryad's tear. Ah! This is how we first met Blue Blanc. Turner recommended I use it. Oh. Oh, no. What? Do you guys know what it is? It's a material we were asked to search for during our field study here. It's a semi-precious stone made from tree sap. Huh. That makes things easier, I guess. You can get them from the Southern Croydon Highway at this time of the year. Would you be able to get 4 of them for me? I'll focus on gathering everything else I need in the meantime. Sure. No problem. This might be our chance to make up for what happened last time. Okay, let's head out. Yeah. If I remember correctly, we got suckered into, getting Dryad's Tears, and then the person we were getting them for turned around and sold it to somebody else? It was a total screw job, so, yeah. There's all 4 of them here. Alright.
Let's ride.
And everything here should be way too scared of us to fight. Which is completely fine by us. First one. Found one. Yes, this is definitely a Dryad's Tear. Still, one isn't going to be enough. Let's keep searching for more. And then the... Did the bike disappear? It sure did. Wow.
Let's get going.
Okay. Oh, there's a treasure chest there we haven't touched. Yep.
Let's ride.
Luckily, we can just summon it to us whenever we need it, so... Dryad's tier number 2. This seems like the type of request where we'd get ambushed on. That's 2. Man, it really is pretty. It still baffles how the Count wanted to eat something like this. He did, didn't he? Ooh.
Let's ride.
Whatever money can buy, I guess. That's 3. Just one more to go. The end's in sight. Let's keep it up!
Let's ride.
And all the way... Yeah, we gotta swirl around a bit, but not anything we can't handle. Thankfully, this request of Colette's is way easier than the one she originally gave us. I'll never forget that first notebook request and how ridiculous it was, dude.
Now's our chance.
Normally I'd skip this, but we should probably... Yeah. These things probably aren't going to last too long, so... It's all good. Oh, he's going to move them out of range. Yeah. Oh, fainted.
Now.
Interesting. And then Laura's gonna be able to... Bad smell. Wow. Rain took a bit of a beating here.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Now that we're back on track... Oh, I made the turn way too early too. Here we go. Nope. And here's our last Dryad's tier. And that makes 4. Colette should be happy with these. Let's head back to the jewelers and report. No surprise ambush or anything? Alright, I'm fine with that.
Let's ride.
Yeah, having to find that notebook, dude. Ooh.
The advantage is ours.
Can we just leave?
My turn.
Yeah.
We have to. Let's keep moving.
Just, it was like a pixel hunt, dude. That was, very first request we ever... Yeah, that was the very first request I ever did. But I wasn't expecting... I had no idea what to expect at the time. It ended up just laying on a couch, but... I don't know, I was running around talking to people thinking that there'd be... Actually, come to think, there might have been a green icon to show us exactly where it was, and I just didn't know to look for that at the time. Oh well. This will be 3. Oh, hey! Did you get enough tears for me? Sure did. Here you go. Reen handed over 4 Dryad tears. Let's see here. Yep, perfecto. Thanks a ton. I should be able to make some really nice charms with these. Speaking of which, time to get Turner to work his magic. Having gathered the materials needed, Colette had her charms made. And after leaving one at the jeweler's, she left to hand out the rest. One for, Oddvin, I think this is? Oh, she's telling people that she's leaving. These guys, I don't remember the names of. Why are they sweat dropping? This guy's the manager of the Alouette Inn. Okay, so nothing, no reactions out of the ordinary there, for that guy. There we go, and that should be all of them. I'm so glad everyone liked them. I'm not surprised, they're so well made. The jeweler certainly did a fine job. It was worth all that effort in the end. The winds were with us this time, thankfully. Thanks a bunch, you guys. I even got a bunch of clothes and accessories as parting gifts. Gonna have to hand some of them out to everyone on the Courageous as thanks for letting me come on board. Are you ready to come with us now then? Yep, can't wait to hang out with you some more. Likewise. We'll see you on board, Colette. Alright. And from here, I'm actually kind of at a loss. Return to the Courageous. As far as the next batch of students. Rosine, she had that request for us. Bridget. Baron Hancock's family in Bereahard. Okay. Celtic Chapel. Okay, so one more in Bereahard. Choose a destination.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me.
Baron Hancock's family. Bridget. Well, let's, what's on the side? Station Street, which I think we went down the other, we went down the first time, so let's go this way. There we go. Yeah, it's this family that they left their children, then they came back. We didn't go in at the time, but Bridget. The reunion, super nice, yeah, but Bridget. I think she was in the music club. Bridget was either in the music club or she was in the fencing club. Let's see what these guys are saying. Father! Mother! Suzanne! Oh, that's the guy. Suzanne, thank goodness you're safe. We came as quickly as we could after we heard what happened. Oh, Adios, thank you for keeping our children safe. Why does the one have blue hair? We left the children here under the impression that it'd be the safest place for them. This certainly came as a surprise, to say the least. Things are only going to get more dangerous from here on out, but we can take some comfort in knowing they're safe for now. I'm so glad you're all safe. Come closer, Suzanne. Let me see your face. That tickles. Hey, Mommy. I'm so good at dancing now. Like, really good. Hey, Mommy, are you listening? Mommy! Mommy! Listen! Listen, 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 listen! Dancing doesn't seem to be the only thing you've gotten better at. Yeah. She sounds like a kid, though. Yay! Mommy and Daddy are back. Now we can talk lots and lots. Yay! What about the butler outside? I'm so glad you're both safe. We've been fine too, thanks to Bridget. Okay, so this is why Bridget can come with us now. If she was here before, I certainly didn't notice it. Elliot, Reen. Okay, so she is a member of the music club. I'm glad we got the chance to meet again. Bridget, so this is where you were. It's a relief to see you're doing well. Is there any particular reason you're in Bereahard? My father happens to be friends with the people of this household, and I somehow managed to make it here after escaping from Thor's. I've been working for them as a home tutor ever since. Ah, that makes sense. We must have missed you the last time we were here. It's rare to see such spirit within a lady of nobility. Well, I've heard all about your escapades on the Courageous. Not to mention the fact that you arrested Duke Alberea himself. Class 7 really does know how to pull off the impossible. I fear our reputation may be somewhat exaggerated. We definitely wouldn't have been able to accomplish such a feat without all the support we received. Hey, if we can, why not make the impossible possible? That aside, I've got a favor to ask. Would you be willing to join us, Bridget? I'm sure we could use your help when we take back Thor's. Well, it's probably about time I left now that Lord Hancock and Lady Lorna have returned. But unfortunately, I can't join you all just yet. Any reason why? Well, you see, I actually fled from Thor's with Alan, who is currently aboard the Courageous. Then we got split up along the way. I've been worrying about him non-stop ever since. I think I'd just end up being a liability if I joined you like this. I doubt that, but I know how you must feel. I guess you would know that he's joined us. Should we bring him over to see her? Yeah. You're not going out anytime soon, are you? Stay put. There's someone we'd like you to see. Is it who I think it is? Reen got in contact with Alan and asked him to come over as quickly as possible. Bridget! Alan? Is it really you? Yep, in the flesh. I'm sorry, Bridget. I promised I'd protect you, but wound up making you worry instead. Please, don't apologize. I'm sure you were just as worried about me as I was about you. You've been fighting hard ever since we were separated, haven't you? Knowing you're safe is all I ever needed. Thanks, Bridget. I'm glad they finally got to reunite. The time apart hasn't hurt the relationship at all. So, All's well that ends well, right? Time for you to join up? Thank you so much, everyone. I can finally do what I need to now that I know Alan's safe. Will you be coming with us, Bridget? Indeed. I'm not entirely sure how much use I'll be to you, but I want to do my part in saving Thor's. Then let's help take it back. Together. I swear I'll never let anything come between us again. Goodness, Alan. That's not a promise to make lightly. Make sure you keep it. How far does your nightly passion extend, I wonder? It's good to have you both on board. It's a pleasure to join you all. Before I go, though, I'd like to repay the people here for taking me in. Perhaps I'll play one last performance for them. Sounds like a good idea to me. I think we'd all like that, actually. Yeah, I haven't heard you play in forever. So we're gonna get a little mini concert? I'm expecting Elliot. Everyone gathered around and enjoyed the soft sound of Bridget's piano. And when she said her farewells, she and Alan boarded the Courageous. Nice! What a splendid performance. Bridget happens to be the daughter of a good friend of mine, you see. It's a relief knowing she's finally back together with her friends after everything she's been through. Of course, there should be no issue in letting her join all of you with Lord Eustace and Princess Elphin on board, too. I trust that you'll all take care of her. Bridget's performance was lovely. To think that her boyfriend would come for her too, though. Mature ladies certainly are in a league of their own. They just won't take no for an answer, will they? Very well, I'll play a quick tune. Oh, this isn't quite as easy as I had expected. Does she know the piano? Bye-bye, Bridget! Come visit sometime! Mommy, play for us! I want to hear the piano more! I wanna! And then after this, the last bit is gonna be Celtic. With, Rosine's request that we should really double check. Nope. Okay. Want to hold a concert. Okay. She's probably gonna ask us to gather stuff, though. Choose a destination.
Where do you want to go?
Celtic.
Full speed ahead.
At the very least, it shouldn't be anything too wild, so. And then once she's done... Ooh, right, I forgot Celtic was a bombed out mess. Yeesh. And don't everybody all drink the Kool-Aid now. Alright. She is in here, along with a million jokers. Yeah. Oh, this guy. Hama and Sister Olive. Father Zerbal is so exhausted after all the time he spent making medicine and looking after everyone. Is there nothing I can do to help him? If only Luis and Jake would regain consciousness. That would take such a weight off of his shoulders. Father Zerbal and the sisters have really helped in my recovery. But seeing all the destruction makes my heart sink. Those soldiers didn't even spare the kids. Part of me wonders if they got some sort of twisted satisfaction out of this. Yeah, Duke Alberea was definitely off his rocker when he decided to do this. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I assume you saw my request? Sure did. So you're trying to organize a concert for the people here? And you wanted my input as well, right? That's correct. I realize you're all busy, but would you be able to help me with this? Yeah. Of course. It'd be a pleasure. Anything to help the townsfolk. It would be my pleasure to help fellow Kreutzen citizens. I'm willing to do anything that will count towards atoning for my father's actions. Thank you so much, everyone. Only a few days have passed since the town was attacked. Your repair efforts are already underway. The RMP has been providing us with relief supplies while bracers from the guild visit from time to time as well. Celtic does seem to be in a better state than when we last saw it. That said, though, it's very clear that the townsfolk are still shaken from the attack. Plenty of them are still haunted by visions of what happened, unable to sleep at night. Well, like you said, it's only been a few days. I'd hardly expect anyone to be able to recover from an event that horrifying so quickly. Even just imagining the same happening to my home is painful, but to go through the real thing... That's why I've been desperately trying to think of a way to help heal the scars that traumatic experience has left. Eventually, I decided it might be a good idea to hold a concert here at the church. A concert, huh? That brings back memories of the one we held in the chapel in Trista. That was the very inspiration for this idea, actually. I'd like to believe that a concert as lovely as that one could cheer the townsfolk up, if even a little bit. I see. That would explain why you would need Elliot's input then. Well, that concert was pretty spectacular. I think it's worth a shot. Music definitely has a positive influence on people. I've experienced that firsthand. It might not be enough to help them move on completely, but it should at least let them start taking the first steps. Looks like we're decided then. You can count on us, Rosine. We'll help with whatever you need. Truly? Oh, wonderful! Now then, where should we start? The 3 things we'll need are a venue, performers, and instruments. With what location, performers, and instruments we get will determine what kind of concert we can hold. We're already good on the location since this church will be more than big enough for our needs. That just leaves the performers and instruments then. That's definitely going to be the hard part. We don't exactly have the time to practice like we did when we were preparing for the festival. Indeed, we're ideally going to need people who already have both the experience and instruments needed. So that one guy then. Elliot and his fellow club members would be a good place to start, I think. Yeah, I think so too. And luckily I brought my violin from the academy, so I'm already good to go. I'll talk to the others about it later. It might be a good idea to head to Ruhr and ask Instructor Mary to join as well. Last but not least, I'll ask my sister to join in too. Oh yeah, she's a piano teacher, isn't she? She'd be perfect. I think that just about covers everyone we can ask, right? Hopefully we'll be able to find some other people as well. Now that I think about it, we did come across that one guy in Beryhart's Central Plaza. Maybe he'd be interested in helping. We still have instruments to worry about, but I suppose all we can do is try and procure those while gathering performers. Either way, we should start searching. I'll do what I can to get everything ready here for the concert. Good luck, everyone. I do hope everything works out, for the sake of the townsfolk. Leave it to us. Alright, Quest Hearts in Harmony started. So this request is actually a bit more involved than I thought it would be. So we're going to ask Instructor Mary and Ruhr, we're going to ask that there should be a guy playing an instrument here too, right? Or at least there was. Okay. Not her. Not her either. Definitely not him. I could have sworn we walked past him on our way in. Or maybe it's the same guy? I never really paid attention to the name, I just assumed they were 2 different people, but... Alright. We're going to hit up... Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll go to Ruhr first. Hit up Instructor Mary. Choose a destination. Where is Ruhr at? Here we go.
Full speed ahead.
And then... Instructor Mary was... She was at Mint's family's house, which was somewhere over here, I'm fairly certain. Oh, that's right there. And then we can go to Beryhart and get that guy, who I'm now understanding may have been the same person. Interesting. Why, hello everyone. What a pleasure to see you. Is there something I can help you with? If you wouldn't mind, we have a favor to ask. Oh? They explained that they were looking for musicians to perform in the concert in Celtic. A concert for the people of Celtic? I've heard terrible rumors about what happened there. It's truly awful what happened to those people. It would be my honor to play a part as the supervisor of Thor's wind orchestra. We're really happy to hear it. We would greatly appreciate your help. By the by, is there any chance you've got an instrument you can play on? I do, in fact. I brought a flute with me from the academy. I'm not bad, if I do say so myself, so there's no need to worry yourselves. That sounds like a perfect complement to the other instruments. We'll be back once we're all prepared. Fine by me. I'll be here practicing in the meantime. Okay, so we've got her. I can hardly wait to hear her play. Alright, shall we move on to our next destination? Yeah. Next up is gonna be that one guy. Oh, yeah, call courageous. Because next we're hitting up the Berea Heart, or the Berea Heart.
Where do you want to go?
Berea Heart in general.
Full speed ahead.
Instruments. Do we need very many of those? Good day, youngsters. Come to hear the beautiful melody resounding from my fiddle, have we? A fiddle, you say? Those differ somewhat from violins, don't they? Actually, as instruments, they're fairly similar. The biggest difference between them is the kinds of notes you can get out of each. Oh, I see you know your stuff. Allow us to play the finest of heartfelt serenades, then. He's certainly enthusiastic. He might be just what we need. Sorry, but could we ask you for a favor? Do go on. I'm all ears. Reen explained how they were looking for people to perform in Celtic. Ah, so that's your plan. Well then, I can hardly turn a request like that down. In fact, I'll do it for free. You're certain? Why, of course. Celtic's Grand Market happens to be my most treasured stage, you see, so it was the same guy. It's my duty to help wash away the sadness that envelops it so. Worry not, dear friends, for my fiddle holds the power to make everyone smile once again. Thank you. I'm kind of looking forward to performing with you. We will return once the preparations are complete. I'll continue to spread my love here in the meantime, then. Alright, so we got that guy. He's a bit odd, but he seems skilled enough to put up a good performance. Let's keep moving on. Now we're gonna have to check the request, because, I do not know. Lucky us. Who else? Are there any... There must be more musicians. Wait. Fiona at the Grelia Proving Ground. Okay. I don't know why I thought Elliot was gonna automatically ask Fiona. But we can just head there.
Where do you want to go?
Grelia Proving Ground. Which is right here. Alright.
Full speed ahead.
There must be... Oh, what are they doing? As the guardians of the border, keeping watch on the Azure Tree is our duty. And to do that, we'll be assembling a patrol team to keep it under constant observation from within the fortress's ruins. Do we really have to go in there? Sir, Pull yourselves together! Our friends died in there trying to keep our country safe. We have to make sure the mission lives on. They were brave enough to give their lives, and you're trying to tell me you're too cowardly to set foot in the fortress? Jeez. Oh, is this... Anyone who doesn't feel like they can move on from what happened, take a step forward. I'll give you all the motivation you need. Oh boy. I don't think we've got much of a choice here. Can I walk past them, please? I guess not. So we'll just go around then. Interesting. So there, that's I guess that's a little, oh, we probably should have checked for our old pal, the green exclamation point. There she is. But they've got to do something about the Azure Tree. I'd be kind of wary, but they're soldiers, so they can't... She's working this place now? They can't just bow out. Oh, hi there, everyone. What can I do for you today? Actually, we've got a favor we'd like to ask of you. They explained that they were looking for performers for a concert in Celtic. Oh, I see. Well, if you need a little music, I'd love to help. As a career pianist, I can't think of a greater honor than helping a whole town with my music. You have our thanks. Thanks, Fiona. Oh, one thing though. Do you have a piano ready for me to play? Not yet, I'm afraid. We're still working on procuring some instruments. Well, in that case, why not try asking out at the Twin Dragon's Bridge? Oh? That seems like an awfully strange choice of location to search for a piano. You'd think so, right? But it just so happens that I saw one back there when I was being held as a hostage. So you should try asking the soldiers there. If it's still on the base, they'll probably know where it is. That does sound like a promising lead. We'll go and see if we can track it down then, and we'll be back to pick you up later. I'll get myself all ready then. Good luck on your mission. With Fiona getting ready for the show, Class 7 headed straight to the Twin Dragon's Bridge. Oh, cool! And during their search for the piano she'd mentioned, they ran into 2nd Lieutenant Dominique of the RMP. So is she gonna turn out to be a good musician too, or something like that? You're looking for a piano? Now that I think about it, there was a rather nice one in the storage room beside the prison cells in the basement. They must have moved it there from the canteen after the war broke out. Wow, so they really do have one here? I presume it was brought in by the former commanding officer. Fiona was right. We realize this may be asking too much, but... The group explained that they were looking for various instruments for their performance in Celtic. Oh, so that's what you need it for. If that's the case, we'll have it shipped to Celtic for you. Are you sure? I'd hate to make you go out of your way. No worries. Captain Riveld gave us orders to provide Celtic with as much support as possible. And of course, if it was going to disrupt our own work, we would have declined. Thank you. We'll gladly take you up on your offer then. Yeah, you're really helping us out, so thanks. Okay, Fiona's on board and we've got a piano ready for her. Which means we've successfully gathered all of the performers and instruments required. Let's head back to Celtic and update Rosine. Alright, yeah, let's save. Just in case there's like some secret performers that are completely escaping my recollection. For right now, we should be good though, probably.
Where do you want to go?
Back to Celtic, which is here.
Leave it to me.
We actually probably could have made the trip there. Nah, this was way faster. And then the chapel's this away. Yeah. We're gonna try to bring some joys some joy back to you guys' lives, so nobody end them just yet. Oh, she moved. Alright. Let's get this started then. Oh, there you are. How are the preparations going? Hello, everyone. Everything's coming along nicely. In fact, we have about the same amount of space as we did during Trista's concert now that the podium's gone. That's great! We shouldn't have any trouble setting up the piano if we've got this much room. Yeah, there's more than enough space for everyone here. Oh? Could that mean you found enough people? Yeah, we found both enough performers and instruments to move forward with the concert. We've told them that we'll go and collect them as soon as everything's ready here. Ooh, it did take some searching, but fortunately for you, we were able to make everything work out in the end. Really? Thank you so much! I knew asking you all was the right call. All that remains are the final preparations. And the piano should be arriving soon too. We'll have to spread the word after we help carry it in here. All the wind orchestra members are on standby too, so yeah. I've got such a good feeling about this concert. Shall we begin then? Begin. Okay, let's do this. Let's make sure they can give everyone a concert to remember. Thanks. Is everyone else ready to begin? Wasting no time, everyone began working together to set up the stage. They did so as quietly as possible so as not to disturb those still recovering. And soon enough, the piano arrived as well. Now I'm kind of wondering if we've got any members of Elliot's club we should have asked on the Courageous, but oh well. Whew! That was a little too heavy for comfort. This is the piano you mentioned? I love it! It's a rather fine one, too. I'm impressed at the condition it's in considering where it was left. Yep, there won't be any issues playing it. And that's no surprise. It was made by the rival company and they really know their stuff. Wait a minute. Rivelt? Yeah, I think this is the first we're hearing that her company makes instruments, isn't it? They're an old company known for their high-quality instruments. My violin was made by them too, actually. I remember Gwen showing me one of their music boxes when I was younger. Oh, no. We might definitely have heard of the Rivelt company already then. They're fairly well known among nobles. Is that so? That would explain why the name sounds so familiar even when I don't know much about music. That's not the only place you might have heard the name, though. Isn't Captain Claire's surname Rivelt? Yup. Hey, you're right! I hadn't even noticed. It may just be a coincidence, but perhaps there is a connection between them. I'm curious, but I don't think Claire would appreciate me snooping around in her business when she's not even here. Sorry, I probably should have kept my mouth shut. I don't want us getting sidetracked. Let's focus on getting the stage set up for now. Yeah, sure. The quicker the better. Alright. From here, we're pretty much no longer distracted. They finally started properly setting up for the concert. It wasn't long before all was ready. Afterwards, they gathered the performers and the rest of the wind orchestra. And after a quick meeting and rehearsal, the concert could officially begin. So even from here... What the? It's coming from the auditorium! They did mention that there'd be some sort of event taking place there now that I think about it. What a lovely melody! And it's so soothing. Feels like the pain from my body is just fading away. Sis? Huh? Where am I? What's with the music? Jake's awake too! Yeah. Those three standing in the back, we've got to redo this, but I'm glad I did. Yeah. The concert went on without a hitch, attracting more and more people over time. One after another, the townsfolk began to wander into the chapel to hear the music. Even the injured were coming in to listen. Upon looking at the turnout, Class 7 could tell a spark of hope had returned to the people of Keldic. That was absolutely fantastic! Thanks a lot for joining us, sis. And thank you, Instructor Mary and Andre. I don't think things would have gone as well without you two. Glad I could help. It was nice being able to play alongside Elliot for the first time in a while, too. It was an absolutely wonderful experience, especially considering how many people we had in the audience by the end. That is all the proof I need that the love within our music touched the hearts of those who heard it. It was a blast getting to perform with Instructor Mary. It was a good chance for me to make up for missing the concert back in summer, too. Thanks for inviting us, Elliot. It was a pleasure being able to perform side by side with professionals. Honestly, the wind orchestra played very well. They held their own even on the same stage as professionals. Thanks a lot, guys. Listening to it, it was as though a gentle breeze was blowing in my heart. It wasn't bad, I guess. Wow, Celine. Oh, Celine, can't you just admit that you liked it? This is an unprecedented miracle. All the people who were previously unconscious have now awoken. I see asking all of you for this favor was the correct choice. Thank you so much. We too wish to be of some help to the townsfolk, so no thanks needed. In fact, we should be thanking you for getting in contact with us. I'd like to extend my thanks as well for giving us the opportunity to do some good for the people of Kreutzen. Still, the success of this concert means so much to me. I've always wanted to repay the people here for all they've done for me. And now that you all helped me accomplish that, that's why I've received permission from Father Zerbal to accompany you all and the courageous from here on out. Really? That's great! We always could use more people. We look forward to having you on board. Thank you. Alright. So, probably gonna redo that and ask all of Elliot's cohorts, Zerum Powder, AP increased by 2, and Razine. It was so nice to get the opportunity to take part in such a fantastic concert with all of you. It'll be a long, winding road to heal the townsfolk's hearts, but I would be thrilled if this served as the first step down that path. Thank you again for everything you did to make that performance possible. It was lovely to see the wind orchestra perform again, and to participate myself no less. I wish you the very best of luck with in whatever you do next. Once again, I filled those around me with the gifts of love and courage. Now it's practically guaranteed that Celtic will recapture its former glory. And when it does, you will find me at the Grand Market, fiddle in hand. Alright, well, that's nice to know. So from here, we're actually going to go ahead. Yeah, we probably need to redo this and ask everybody on Celtic. But we're going to save, call it apart, and then pick up next time. Definitely join me then for more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Bye for now, guys.